Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy K9. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. How everybody feeling? We in the building, man. What y'all got going, man? I see we already got some people in the cheese at. Happy holidays. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all family or the closer people to y'all loved ones. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. Truly is. Shout out to Melissa. Salute. Salute was good. First to Bob. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Melissa. As you can tell, your boy K9 in a good mood as usual. You feel me? All right, we got my guy Just Vaughn in the building. Salute. What's up, brother? Salute. What's up, man? Man, like I said, man, whatever y'all do this weekend and next weekend, don't drink and drive. Let's be safe, man. We know they're gonna be out on the hunt. It's the holidays, man. Let's keep it cool. You feel me? Try to enjoy the family, football or whatever you went to, man. Just keep it cool. You feel me? And like I said, to Makaveli Return, it's all eyes on me. You know what that mean? I put that in the chat. It really meant to me like until I get my monetization back, it's still all eyes on me. You feel me? We're gonna keep that same energy, but we are switching the swag up a little bit. And salute to my guy, John the Analyst, for shedding a little bit of light on his shit and taking the effort to clean up his platform a little bit. We want to see John, the chat mafia king, stick around. You know what I'm saying? So salute to John and all the progress on his platform, man. Yeah. All right, we got Joseph Pondexter in the building. Says salute K9. Salute to you, Joseph Pondexter. What's shaking, man? You know what I'm saying? John said when he hit the story, he said, I don't talk to nobody. I'm just rushing through trying to get my stuff. I said, talk to him nice, John. He said, nah, K9, I'll keep it moving. I'm not going to lie. When I be at work, though, handling my business, not in my personal life, but like when I'm at work, I don't talk to nobody. I'm already in a rush because I don't get paid by hour. I get paid based off my productivity. And then also, it's just like when people know you drive trucks, they always trying to hustle you, sell you something, this, and that. And I've been hustled once before. I think I got hustled twice since I've been driving trucks. I don't know if I told the story on here how I got, but I'll just tell you real quick. One time, boom, dude was this they called the white van or white truck scam. I didn't know about it at the time. Obviously, I wouldn't have got scammed. I was on my way to my homegirl's house, and I was really just right around the corner, bro. And I was actually in my semi truck. I didn't have the trailer attached to it because I was just getting off work. But I was gonna go pull up on her, whatever. And so it's a dude out there. He's like, "Yo, I got these extra whatever." He had like boxes of he had TVs in there, surround sound systems, projectors, just different stuff, right? And shit boxes look crisp, new. He's like, oh, I went to go do an installation job. The customer he came with some story, bro. So he was like selling this shit at an unbelievable deal. You know what they say? If it's too good to be true, it most likely is. You know what I'm saying? And long story long, I bought a surround sound system. I was like, oh, that'd be dope. I can. And he did the deal so good, bro. He was masterful with like his deception, bro. He was like, man, I showed you a really good deal. If I could buy him a beer. So I was like, I was actually gonna buy me some drink to go take to my homegirl's house, go kick it with her, go parlay over there for a minute. So it was like I bought him a drink, bro, and when I got back to the crib to hook that stuff up, bro, it was the stuff smelled good. Like I'm like, they put so much effort into making it look legit. Why don't they just make it legit? But anyway, long story short, the speakers that come with it that look like with speakers wasn't no noise come out. It wasn't even no way to. I unscrewed the shit because it had a little weight to it, bro. There was no speaker in there whatsoever, and it was just like cement or whatever to make it feel like heavy, like it's something of quality. And but there was no speaker in there, bro. He sold me some junk that didn't really do nothing. And that was the first time I got scammed. Second time I got scammed was on some shit. I was at my truck, pulled up to the truck stop to get gas or something. Was walking in the truck stop, little in truck stops they got the part where the cars go in and the semi trucks go in. But as I got close to the building, it was like it was just like they stopped me. Hey, and it was dressed nice too, suits and all that. Nice little SUV. He had me this story like he was from Dubai. He left his wallet on top of the whip, and he drove off without it. And but he got a lot of dough and this and that, and basically painted the picture that he's a dude that normally wouldn't find himself in this situation. He's well off, right? So, right off the back, I was willing to give him $20 because it didn't really feel like he was bumming. I was just gonna give him 20 and be like, yeah, put some, because his car was literally on E. The light was on and all that. I was gonna give him $20 so he could just have some gas to keep maneuvering and figure something out. But then the scam went on to be like, he had jewelry on. He started taking jewelry off. I'm like, nah, I don't want your jewelry. I'll just give you like $20 or something. Nah, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Today's your lucky day, and it was my lucky day. My lucky day to get scammed. So he took off another piece. He gave me like three pieces, bro. Like I just really appreciate it. A chain, a bracelet, and a ring. And then after he did that, he guilted me and like, well, fuck, man, I this shit, but just give me something though. You know what I mean? Like, I just hooked you up, like type shit. Where I'm feeling like bad about like, yeah, this nigga just took off a bunch of jewelry. So now he didn't work the scam to where it's like he getting actual money. I ended up giving him $200, but because it was like this is nothing, 200 for all of this. But I called my folks. I'm like, yeah, I was telling them about it, and he was like, I said I gotta go take it to the jury shit to go see if it's real, but it was looking good. And he was like, send me a picture of it. So it was the easiest thing was to take off the ring off my finger. I was rolling and try to fumble with the bracelet or the necklace. So I pulled the ring off to snap a picture real quick. I was gonna send it to him. As soon as I took the ring off, I had a green ring around my finger, bro. And I was like, never mind, man. They got me, bro. And my dumb butt still was like, I still took the chain and the bracelet to the jury shop, and they came back and told me it wasn't real gold. I'm like, why if the ring ain't gold, why would the other shit be gold? But I was kind of like, damn. But after that, they messed it up for everybody because now when I be at work, I could buy Bentley. Don't talk to me. Like, I don't talk to nobody, bro. Like, even if they talk to me, I never break stride walking. I keep walking. I never even completely stop where they get my undivided attention. Because you don't know me. I don't know you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Where this conversation leading to? Some bullshit, basically. All right. So who else we got in here? Visible Hawk. He said, salute to K9 in the chat, man. Salute to you, man. Like I said, happy holidays to everybody, man. Happy holidays, man. Yeah, so it got me, man. And then my homie, he always brings that up when I'm trying to give out a little bit of game. And he's like, says the guy that got scammed. Like, I never had nobody, and he would go in and weaponize that against me. It'd be funny, though. And I'd be like, yeah, you right, man. They got me, man. So then it was funny. I was at the house one day. One of my cousins called me and was like, yo, man, like it was a guy in a thing just selling, Man, I tried to pull up there real quick because if it was dude, shit was gonna go left if he didn't hand me my bread back. But it was a different dude. Not, he was out there at a store that I normally fuck with. I be knowing people over there, and I aired his ass out. They're like, bro, you trying to scam people, bro? I know he tried. I jabbed him up so bad that he just left. Like, yeah, I messed this whole hustle up. Get up out of here, bro. And then the dude that got me, I actually hit him back. And I was like, yeah, man, like, have like some of my people wanted something, bro. Like, you got any TVs? Because I had got dude's number. And he was like, no, I don't really be out here. Because at first I told him I was going to get some shit later. But he don't like, I don't really be out here. I'm just kind of passing through. So I got his number, called him. And he was like, did I sell you something? I was like, nah, but shit, my people wanted to get something. I thought about, what I'm saying? And I think he still figured out who I was because he was not trying to meet up, like to get no bread. Or dude, that was the first thing he said. Did I already sell you something? Because he was trying to figure out if he already sold me something. He know I got scammed and maybe this is a trap. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, he got me, bro. Those are all the oldest scams in the book, right? And I'm just being honest, man. They got me. I didn't know about the scam at the time. I even got scammed in Vegas, bro. That's why I got such this like hard exterior shell, bro. Because I don't feel sympathy for nobody now. Like typically, like unless I know 100%. And a lot of times you don't know 100%, but that's why I'll be really slow to have empathy or sympathy for somebody because a lot of times you put yourself in them situations or somebody trying to get over. Okay, another time I went to Vegas, bro. Went to Vegas feeling good. I'm with the family. My daughter's with me. We got a nice hotel room. We're gonna be out there, and we're gonna be out there for a few days. We out there doing it up. I got about this particular time. Well, I didn't really come out there with money, but I was still doing good. Meaning, like, I didn't have a certain amount in cash, like I was taking a trip. But, I was still doing good. My bank account was decent. So as we going, man, they doing this. The first it was like a card, the three Monty card thing. Boom, boom, boom. I'm walking by. I kind of stopped and look, and I'm looking to see if I could guess the card. And when I see him do it, I feel like I knew which one it was. I followed it. It was too easy. And I'm telling the dude, like, no, it's this card, this card. Anyway, he picked the card. It was the wrong one. He lost his money. I was like, I knew I was right. I would have got it. Because whatever. I ended up leaving. I didn't end up gambling then because, and this is when we got to Vegas that night. Or I don't know if it was early in the morning, but it was like the first real day of us being out there, early doors, right? And so we continued to leave because my family, they pushed off. They're like, come on, man, we trying to keep it going. So we walked off, woo, woo, and now, but it got me like, we in Vegas. I'm already got money to gamble too. So we ended up going to a different section where they was lingering around, but it was another dude doing like a similar thing. But it wasn't the 3-card Monty. It was like these bottle caps with a ball in there. And he moved it around. And I'm watching like I'm watching and I'm like which one it is, because I already knew I had guessed the right one on the other one. Like, oh, these games ain't nothing. I'm K9, bro. I'm about to lick one of these cats. They gonna be sick. So he's doing the thing, and I'm watching. I go to the ATM machine to go get some money now because my family, they like eating. It's like a spot where they not just continuing to walk. So I go get 500 out real quick. And now this is when I should have knew something was up. Cause now I'm watching them. I feel like I could get it. I bet $500 on the first time, bro. I know y'all gonna be like, you was crazy, but I bet 500 on the first one. Now, when I'm doing it, the people that's acting like they're there spectating to see what's going on, like I put it together in my mind and I researched how it worked and it all makes sense. But no, there's people at the table that's like me. But now that I'm playing, I got people that's on the outside that's not even supposed to be with that dude. Hey, no, you can't do this, or you can't. You guys, this, and they acting like they got a vested interest. But at the time, I was just looking like, could you back up? Like, I'm trying to do my thing. Watch out, you ain't got no money on the line. You overly in my business. But you know why? Is because they was all in cahoots. They was there to, will people in, to act like they was playing or they was interested, and they're working together as a team. The one dude, he probably had a team too. I didn't stay there long enough to figure it out. But once I put my money on this one, I figured it out. So anyway, I watch it, and the first time I pick it, because they're one person's acting like they're playing or they're guessing they could pick it, but they ain't putting no money down. I picked the right one. That was all part of the scam to get you confident that you know that. But when you put your money down and actually play, it's gonna be a whole nother thing, bro. And so anyway, the next time I didn't pick the right thing. So I'm feeling like, man, these people was distracting me because they doing too much. I lost 500, so I'm like, that same old trick, like chasing your money. I go get another $500. Like I'm about to win my shit back. Salute, coach. What's good? So I'm like, I'm about to go get my money back. I bet another 500, bro. And I tell the people from the back up. I don't care about all that. I said, and some should have told me like, you still standing here? Like you ain't bet no money. I kind of got in the argument with him, like back up. And so they had to play it off like they wasn't really part of him because they seen I lost my bread and I'm agitated now. I don't need you saying nothing. Like I turned up on him a little bit. Um, but anyway, he still licked me again, bro. Like again. And then something told me while I was out there, because I was like, I'm not going. My daughter wanted to go to this little thing and this and that. I had already lost $1,000, bro. I haven't been out long. So I was like, I'm not gonna mess up the trip because I got licked for a G early. You know what I mean? I gotta just forget about it, put it out my mind, and do what I'm gonna do with my daughter. Still spend the amount of money I was originally planning on spending, and act like nothing happened, so we could really have a good time. So that's what I did. And but I researched it later, and it's like, yo, those dudes be working in a collaborative effort, and like he's not just moving the caps around where you're following the ball and behind he'll lift it up and catch it with his fingers and be moving it and the ball won't be in none of those caps and then he'll slip it in another one and move it, so you're thinking you're following the ball with the cap. He didn't already slipped it out of there when he moved it up or rolled it back. I mean, he lifted up the back of it where the ball rolled out where you couldn't see, caught it with his fingers and moved the ball, and then the ball's not in none of them yet, and then he'll roll it up and slip it into another one and move it. And the meantime, you're not even following the right cap no more. And at first, before he put the actual fix in, he'll show it to you a couple of times where you like, all right, I'm following, I got it. But then one of those times he'll slip it out and move it, and you think you're still following it. He slipped it into another cap. And there you go. And that'll be literally there's no way to win. No way to win those games. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button. He said they call that the shell. Yeah, man. The shell. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Them dude. And then when I went back at some point, the car dude had just licked somebody else, and he was left, and he was like folded up his table because they can't really be playing those games. Like the cops will hem him up for it. So they be trying to do. And then before when that dude left, when the dude left and he got ready to wrap his shit and got going, he said, "Sucker, got him." And he didn't really realize that I had just got licked by the dude down the way. I felt like I knew it was a scam when he did that. Like, got him, got another one. It wasn't even like, it was just the way he said it was like, I just scammed dude. You know what I'm saying? It was just evident that, and I already knew I had got scammed. So it was like, damn. Yeah, that 3 card money, don't ever play that shit. Ever. Yeah, don't play 3 card money or that shell game shit. Don't play none of them games, bro. If it's not an actual legit game in a casino, even those be kind of scammers too, because it's not a scam because at least in those games you do have a chance at winning. It's just that they put the odds in their favor and not in yours. So you know what I mean? You're gonna basically end up losing too. Hold on, man. Where we at? Hold on. Is this it right here? All right, let me go like this real quick. Alrighty, so this is not it. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'll figure something out. All right. Yeah, so absolutely no way to win. Honestly. That's a fact. All right. You said block you. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm about to do that right now. Don't worry about it. You feel me? Let me hook you up. Um, all right, cool. Boom. All right, cool. All right, so back to what we were saying. All right, 3 card Monty, 3 card Molly. You feel me? Yeah, so that shit you will get licked messing around, bro. That's a for real thing. You know what I'm saying? That is real, bro. Don't mess around with them type of games, bro. They'll get you through there. They will get you all the way through there. You know what I'm saying? All right, he said my homeboy got licked for 300 one time. Ouch. Yeah, man. I couldn't believe. And then the whole thing is, you be kicking yourself in the butt because it's like after you get scammed, it's like evident that it was a scam. It's not so evident in the beginning, but after you get licked, you got scammed. And then how I figured out I got scammed too is because after I got licked, you're standing there watching, like, how did they just get me? And then you're watching those same people, like they're not leaving. They're still, hey, doing all of that, commemorating this whole scene, but they're not playing the game. Because now I got licked. I'm watching from, I'm not up on the game. I'm standing there, but I'm watching them. And I'm seeing them trying to bait other people in. And I'm like, oh, they got me. Because I don't mind getting got in the casino. Because, like, the difference why it's not a scam in the casino, because you do have a chance to win. They just put the odds not in your favor. You see what I'm saying? And so that just be the thing. But as far as all of that, it's kind of like, yeah, I wouldn't suggest. I wouldn't suggest, like, if you go to the casino, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't. I would set a limit and be like, once I lose this, it's done. This is my gambling money, and I would put in my mind like I'm about to lose this money. It's not about me necessarily winning money. It's about me having fun. So this is my fun money. But if you go in there really trying to win the casino's money, they're gonna take yours, bro. That's a fact, because they're gonna get you to the point where you start chasing your money, right? They're gonna get you to the point where you're chasing your money, and that's when they really got you. Because now you spending money you didn't have no intentions of gambling. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you spending money you have no intentions of gambling, and that's how they really, really lick you. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep muting because I don't want that music to catch in the background too much. All right, but moving through, people cooking, getting going. All right, so now another time I've been in the casino, right, where I was actually just playing. I was at the crack table. Now this is funny about the casino. If you go and you start winning, it's like the people at the dealers, let's say the dealers, they act like they don't have no vested interest. Like, it's not my money, it's the casino's money. But they do, bro. They do, because if you start winning, actually winning, because I've been in this situation where we was actually winning, and then the dealers, they get really strict at the table now. They're like really high strung, strict. and it's almost like they're not happy that you're winning, and they almost try to like almost intimidate you or make you feel uncomfortable or get you out of your rhythm or whatever it is. And there's sometimes, obviously they're gonna switch people in and out, and sometimes they'll like easily kick you off the game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really like winning, bro, they'll like cause problems, bro. And then now when you're losing, oh yeah, we don't have no. It's to all the like, or if you ain't really winning yet, we don't care. It's their money and it ain't none of ours. But please, the fix is always in, bro. Even when you go to the casino, bro, like you'll see how they'll change up. So let you start winning, bro. Now there's one time I was playing the crap table. That's one of my favorite games. I was winning, right? And then I stuck around to the point where I what started losing, and they got me again while I was chasing my bread. And I have been playing for a while though, like hours and hours and hours, bro. And I was really at work. Like I parked not too far from a casino because you could park. They have places where you could park your truck. And I was supposed to be on my off time because I had to do a 10-hour reset before I go to work the next day. So I was in there gambling and doing my thing for hours, and then I was doing all right, and then I started losing, and I lost all the money I won, and I lost my money, where I was to the point where I was going back and forth to the ATM machine. Like now, I'm not having no luck. I'm just getting whacked. Then I went and pulled out 500. I'm already down like 1,000 out of my own money now, and now I pulled out 500. Instead of using that 500 trying to chip away and trying to win some of my money back, or just really I should have just accepted that $1,000 loss. But man, I didn't have the patience no more because I have been playing for so long to try to inch my money back. I just wanted, like, if I could get a real good hit, I got five of it back. You know what I'm saying? Or if I can, I I just was desperate, bro, and I bet I went to the roulette table now because I was getting struck at the dice game. So I went to roulette and I just said, "Fuck!" I bought a $500 chip, bro, and I just bet the whole thing one time. You just pick a color, black or red, and I just picked the color. Boom, thinking like, what I mean? If I could just hit this, I'm back. And what happened? Boom, lost that $500 chip. One roll, and I was gone. I was defeated. I had lost $1,500. Like, bro. Now, when I hop in the truck and I go back to work, I feel like I'm working for free now. Like, damn, I'm working for free. I ain't even made no money. All the money I came out to make, I'm losing. That really happened, bro. So stay out of them casinos, bro, unless you coming to have fun, bro. You're gonna have fun. You got $300 that you like. I plan on losing this and nothing more or whatever. Cool. It could be fun. But if you go in there with the mindset of you about to win, and because I know dudes, I've heard stories, dudes that go put their wallet in their car and go in with their money they gonna spend, so they don't get tempted to go back to the ATM machine, and they gotta go back out to their car because they don't have their money on them, and they'll go back to their car, go grab their debit card, and go in there and withdraw more money, and they get you chasing your money, and now they really got you, bro, emptying out your bank account, bro. Uh, yeah, so it'd be crazy. He said, chasing your losses, absolutely. Don't ever do that. Yeah, because you're going to really start losing then. Because it's like you're not even making rash decisions no more. They just got you in there like a fiend. You know what I'm saying? It's over for you, bro. Victim written all over your forehead, bro. Or sucker, whatever. So those was my game. Now I have did a lot of different forms of that, like sports betting, stuff like that too. But and like I've won and I've lost, but I've had more luck on sports betting than I've had in the actual casino, bro. Because I've won more money doing sports bets than I lost, but I've lost more money doing any other game in the casino, bro. This is a fact, bro. So after that, I got to the point in my mindset where I was like, I don't gamble no more, bro. Like, not for real, not no real gambling. I used to bet on all the fights. Well, not all the fights, all the main event fights that I was gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? But craps is the shit though. Craps is one fun game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you could win a little bit. Like, even if you ultimately lose the money, the process of losing the money is fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a very addicting game, bro. And yeah, so now I like going if I go to a crap table, I like making sure that I go to a game where the buy-in are like, the minimum. It's not even called a buy-in, but the minimum is not too high. You know what I'm saying? Because they got tables where it's like $50 a hand. Like, bro, I don't want to spend $50 each row. You crazy? I'm not playing at no table that high. They got 25. They got even the lowest they got is like $5. So 5, 10. And the highest they got, um, well, it depends on what casino you got, because it could be 100, 500, 200. And if you go to the high roller section, it could probably be like more than that, like 1,000. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. It depends. I've never been to the high roller section. Obviously, I've seen it on TV. But yeah, so I try to stay away from them high minimums. But now, you know what I start thinking? Like, once I really took like investing money in the stock market serious, I was like, wow, it don't even make sense to gamble because I could just put my money in some stocks, and even if the stock go down for a minute and it's at a loss, it's in the red. I still own that stock, and at some point, it can and most likely will go back into the green. You see what I'm saying? It's not like because I lost, I lost. You know, in the casino, you make your bet, it don't go your way, the money gone, it's gone forever. In the stock market, I buy the stock, I still own the stock, even if it's worth less than when I bought it. But over time, it'll still be worth more than when I bought it, as long as I don't get impatient and sell it at a loss. I mean, granted, you buy decent stocks, you're not buying trash stocks. And I don't think it's hard to figure out what good stocks are, bro. Buy stuff you know about. But that casino shit, and it's set up like the casinos is set up to lick you because they got all the lights going on, the beautiful cocktail women walking around. They passing out drinks. There's not a clock in sight for you could look. Matter of fact, they have it set up to where almost no matter where you're at in the casino, you can't look out and tell what time of day it is. Like, you can't see like if it's day, nighttime, how late it is, so you lose track of how long you've been in there. It's just set up to like, and like you playing with chips, right? I'm not saying that the chips is completely to be deceptive, but because it's probably a way that they gotta like, because they dealing with currency, that would be kind of hard to like. No, I guess you could play with currency. I don't know, but the chips is almost like, once you convert your money into chips, it don't really feel like real money. Because if you was actually playing with your dollars the whole time, you would be a lot more conservative because this is real money you spending. But it's like when you spending those chips, it don't really feel the same. You're more easy to part ways with them. You know what I'm saying? It don't have the same amount of value to you. You don't look at it the same. So yeah. Casino is cool for fun, but don't get serious. Yeah, man, definitely don't get serious with that, bro. I know dudes being a fat bro that like lost destroyed their marriage over that type of stuff, having a gambling problem. That stuff is serious, bro. They don't just gamble the money that's in their a checking account. They'll gamble far more than that. I seen one dude. He was on TV. They was doing a show, but he was talking about how he had a good job to it. He was damn near like homeless, and he started selling like all his pawning in his camera equipment and different stuff of value to go to the casino, and just the addiction was so real, bro. And he's like, even though I know I'm gonna lose, but hopefully bro. And they just stripped him down to nothing. Nothing. And you know what's crazy? When you first walk in, it's almost like going to a car lot dealership when you're gonna go buy a car. You know how they're like really, really nice. Oh yeah, you want some condiments? You good, sir? You know, this and that. They're just really, really friendly. But then once you buy the car and it's something wrong with maybe your contract you wasn't unhappy with, or something wrong with the vehicle, they're not as friendly, bro. They're not as eager to serve and help you out, bro. You bring the car doing it. It's like they should. All right, man, go sit over there, man. Damn, you coming back? They acting like you bothering them now. They already got their money and their commission. They don't really want to talk to you no more. That's basically how the casino works. It's like when you run out of money, are you low on funds? It's like, what are you doing here? You loitering. You matter of fact, you can't even get a drink no more. A free drink is over for you because to get a free drink, you need to be what? Having some chips in your hand, looking like you gambling, right? They done took all your bread. You can't even get a free. That waitress lady, the cocktail lady that you've been tipping all night, is not gonna bring you no drink. You not playing. That friendly shit is over with. You were loitering. You need to go home. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go home, but you need to get up out of here until you got some more money. That's exactly what it's like. Yeah, it's a fantasy for sure, bro. An expensive fantasy. That's almost like what traveling is like. Look, you see how that fantasy can go from one extreme to the next extreme, man. You be traveling, bro. And the whole time while you traveling, if you got money, you're a king. A king of all kings. But I tell you, if that money so should happen to get low, you go from being a king and royalty real quick to a peasant. Bro, it's like, and they can tell, you know how people can sense when you ain't got no bread, bro. They can sense it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you walking around there, you acting different. Your posturing is different. You look like, you go from, even if you're American, bro, I'm sure a lot they've encountered Americans that outspent what they're supposed to spend or was broke abroad. And they know what broke Americans look like too. It's even though they think we all got money, they can tell too after a while, like, oh, he broke. Yeah, man. He stayed at Disneyland too long. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that shit, it goes on a list of everything, really. As long as you treat it like a fantasy, then it's cool. Yeah, man. As long as you recognize it's all fantasy, bro. It's all fantasy, bro. And if you can't get that through your head, bro, you're gonna lose a lot of stuff, bro. I'm talking about in the casinos, traveling, whatever it is, bro. Like whatever you can't discern like, yo, this is fantasy. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put, and even if, just say for example, if you make it to the point where you can oh yeah, the body language is different. Yeah, because I guess after you get licked, you walking around like a defeated individual, like the heavyweight champ when he lose. You could tell when they walking out the ring, if you didn't watch the whole fight, by the way the fighter exit the ring, if he won or he lost. One dude is pumping his fist, yeah, looking around. This is amazing. Another dude walking out with his head down. You already know. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be body language too, bro. You know who lost. So it's like it's just one of those things, bro. Um, that's how I be kind of looking at it. Like for me, I'm like before the price get too high, I'm up out of there. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be up out of there, bro. Like before, but I've been one of those dudes, bro, where I had to walk. And then when you leave, and this is the worst feeling when you're in the casino, right? I ain't even told you the worst feeling yet. Say, because a lot of the time when people show up to the casino, they be so excited to start gambling or so anxious that they won't even go get nothing to eat first. Man, so you be over there gambling, doing your thing. I mean, you're going to get some drinks because they're going to give them to you for free. But when they lick all your money, they gonna break you to the point now it's like you can't go get nothing to eat. They done took all your money and now you leaving there hungry. You showed up, you had a pocket full of money, and not only are you broke, you so broke you can't even go get nothing to eat, bro. So that used to be one of my things after I got licked in the casino a few times. Where I used to be like, I come in there, I should say, don't be so anxious to go, jack off your money and let's go get something to eat first. Cause you might possibly leave. But the money you walked in, it's a good chance you're not gonna walk out with that. So let's make sure we treat ourselves to a decent meal. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got that taken care of before we just gave our money away. So that always was one of my things, right? And then, when I would first go to the casino, I wouldn't have a limit. Like in my head, like this is my limit. Once I mess this up, then I went from doing that to creating a limit. Like this is how much I got to spend, and I set the limit low. Like I'm not gonna hold you, like $300. Like they take this, it's over with for me. So let me be sparingly with it. Let me try to build them chips up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I could play for a little bit, and which is kind of silly too because the longer you play, it seems like the odds is in the casino favor. So the longer you do something, at some point they're gonna get your money because the odds are still in their favor. But anyway, now I was at this table, right? I thought I figured out. I said, "Oh, I figured it out." We was at the crap table, and I was like, "Oh, I figured out." Was we at the crap table? Yeah, we was at the crap table. Like after you start getting into this gambling stuff, I started researching ways to win, this, that, little strategies, how to place bets, this and that. And I tried a strategy and it was working, bro. I was hitting. I kept hitting. I was telling my boy, like, if you do it like he tried what I did, he was hitting. I felt like I was genius. Like I figured it out. I outsmarted them. That shit was working for a while and then until it wasn't working, bro. And now I started getting lit. And we all looking at each other at the table like, damn. So now I'm licked. I'm down to my last. I think I'm probably down to my last $100, bro. They didn't got me. Now this dude, he walk in fresh. Like we all have been at the table. We all down for the most part. He come in, fresh player when they first come in, excited, energy up. You know what I'm saying? Because they just got there. They got a pocket full of money. Let's go. Let's get these drinks pouring. We finna get lit. You ready? They excited, right? Let's get this party started, right? That's how he walked in. And he put $500 down. I said, woo, on the first roll. I ain't even bet. I should have bet it with him. He had all the good juju, man. I should have put my 100 down, man. Forget it. He just had the energy, bro. He rolled the dice, hit, got the 500. Won the 500. Then they give, after every roll, they like pay you out and all that before you can roll again. Not just you, everybody that's at the table. So then he take the 5 that he won because he still had the 500 down. So they give him, he got the 500 down and they give him back 1,000, something like that. He take the 5 that's down and take the 1,000 that he just won and put it on the table, right? All on the line. And roll again. And hit again. Boom. That mean he just licked. That mean he had, the first time he had 500. So if he won 1,000, he already got 1,000. That mean he betted 1,500 the second time. Right? So you see where this is going. Well, maybe you don't. So he's feeling good. We looking like, damn. Remember like Chris Tucker when dude got knocked out? Like, damn. That's how we looking, right? And he said, all right, color me up. I'm out. He took his money and he was out. He did them 2 rolls and got up out of there. Like, all right, I'm done. I got what I need. I'm out of here. I said, that was a smooth criminal right there, bro. Because he got up, they can't win their money back. He done licked them real quick and I'm gone. I said, man, is that the strategy? Go for gusto right off the rip? and hit and just get up out of there. I'm not here for a long time. Give me my chips. I'm ready to go. Color me up. That's what he was like. Color me up. So I'll be losing racks at the casino. It's nothing. Right, man. It is something, bro, because them racks, if you go invest in the stock market, gonna turn into more racks. But I get what you're saying though, man. You could lose a lot of money in there like it's nothing, bro. And it's almost like you can't beat them because, like, if you lick them 10 times straight, they wallet is so deep. They the one that made and printed those chips, right? They're not gonna run out of chips, but you got a limited supply of chips. So they can take a 15, 20, 30 licks straight. If you take 10 licks straight, you probably out of the game. If you take 5, depending on how much you bet. So it's like you can't, it's always like basically big bank take little bank. That's what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's why when I travel abroad and I'm doing my thing, I know that the odds are in my favor. And that's why I do be having a lot of luck because I move accordingly. Like when I go to the casino, they already got the game rigged where the odds is in their favor. But when I travel abroad, I know the odds is in my favor. And I don't act like I'm at the casino where the odds is in their favor. I'm like, no, I'm the house. You know what I'm saying? The odds is in my favor. Because if we not, I got the option. Like you want what's in my pocket more than anything. And I don't care if it's a restaurant, a food place, whatever, some extracurricular activities, whatever, right? The main power I got is my bread, and you want it, and no matter what you say, like you could say, man, this water is $5, and I say, all right, cool, I don't want it. All right, man, hold on. For you, I give it for you. Nah, I'm not. Oh, hold on, don't go away. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say I don't want it. I'm cool. I'm walk away. And then they might lower it to the price I need. And if they don't, I'm gonna walk around the corner and find it anyway for the price that I wanted to pay. Somebody is gonna be speaking my language, right? Because they speak Greenglish, but it's different levels. So they might be on a level I'm not trying to speak. So it's like like this literally happened when I was in Thailand. I was looking for some pineapple. Dude tried to sell me. I already knew I could get a whole bag for the he wanted 100 baht for like one. I knew for 100 baht I could get a whole bag. So he was like, nah, you only get one or some shit like that. So I said, all right, cool, no problem, I'm good. I walked right down the street on the other side. It was another dude selling those same exact mangoes. And I got a whole bag for 100 baht. So that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just that's just the point where I say the odds is always in my favor, bro, when I'm traveling, because I already know um the power is in me saying no, I'm good. No, thank you, no gracias. Hit them with that no gracias quick. Even if they speak Thai, I hit them. I'll fucking around and say no gracias. They like what? No, thank you, no gracias, no tango. All right, you said and he hit. Yeah, he hit. He for sure hit the house. He said that's how it always works. He up 2,500. Yeah, man. And I know he had to feel good because he was like, I'm done. I already got what I need. Just think you up 2,500, and you just got in there. You got you like because now you gotta. This is the trap that most people will fall in. They'll keep going until they start losing the bread that they won. Until they done lost that bread. Now they lose their original money. He had hit and he was just like, all right, I'm done. Grand opening, grand closing. Now it's time to move on to something else. Probably like he probably was gonna go get something to eat or whatever else he was gonna go do, go party, whatever. I got my bread. And I never tried that because I'm thinking, more long term. But in a way, it kind of makes sense. If the odds is in their favor, the longer you in there, the inevitable is like you're gonna get lit at some point because the odds is already built in that they will win more times than you will. The odds is in their favor. They built an advantage. You're not playing on an equal playing field. Now they say poker is the only game, I believe it's poker, to where the house don't really have a major advantage like those other games. I think it's like they only. I think it's only poker or whatever. Because you're not really playing against the house at that point. I don't think when you're playing poker, you're playing against the other players at the table, and the house is just collecting money off because you got to buy into the game. So you're not really playing against the house. That's why I think that that game is just really down to more so skill versus the odds being against you. Well, there's another game too. Maybe you can play against the house at some time because I do. What is the other game they be playing? Maybe they do because I know dudes be counting cards, bro, and they be getting them dudes out of there. I watched the shows on that. I used to watch it. Like that's the real way where you could win. And I don't know how they be determined how these dudes be counting cards, but they'll walk up to me and say, they'll ask. Sometimes they'll be not friendly about it, and sometimes they'll be friendly about it and be like, "Yo, we're gonna color you up. Your play is too good for us." And it's like, well, my play is too good. They like, bro, you this. We want people here losing money, not winning money. You gotta go. So that's why I be thinking it's just a scam too. You can't even. Oh, is that blackjack? Okay, blackjack. Mm. So poker is the one that's like it takes skill. You're playing against everyone else. And blackjack is the game where they be counting cards. Okay, we got it. And he says they watch the betting patterns. Yeah, man. And they normally work in like sometimes it'll be a dude that by himself, or sometimes they work in a team where, like, for example, a dude might sit down and he might have just playing regular, but he been counting the cards. And when it's time to like start max betting and all that or whatever, he'll signal the other dude to come, and the dude to sit down because he already knows the count or whatever, and he knows it's time to bet or whatever. Sometimes they work in teams like that, or sometimes dudes just go in there by themselves. I think they try to work in teams so it could be like they can throw them off more. Like they can't detect that they're counting cards as much it's a because they'll. I guess how they determine you counting cards because your betting strategy will change, like the way you're betting now. So if they have one dude just betting whatever, a little bit of money, just playing regular, losing, winning, then he been counting the cards. He tell you when to tap in, and now you sit down because it's the count that is in your favor now, and now you're just playing, the same way. You putting a lot of money on every hand, and so you can go longer and win the bread. But if you go by yourself, it's easier for them to detect because they can see that you changing your strategy of betting in real time. But yeah, man, I've seen to the point where they even got to the point where they don't want to give you your bread unless you give them your money. They want to put you in this thing, and they really be going hard on card counters. He says once they catch you, you're done at every casino. Well, not at every casino, but like once they catch you, you're done because those casinos, they'll own more than one casino, right? So they'll like whatever other casino that they own that might it just be a different name, or they're like sister casinos, parent, whatever. But yeah, they'll spread it to that one too and block you up out of there. So you have to go to another casino that they're not affiliated with. But yeah, but they'll start putting you in a thing, and that's why they'll go from hop around from casino to casino in Vegas, and then they have to leave Vegas and go to different casinos, and they go all throughout the country. But that's why them card counters, they be trying to protect their identity at all costs. You got some dudes, they'll come wearing disguises, wigs, different shit, makeup, changing their look. and they'll try hard not to have to give up their casino. And a lot of times they will not have to give up their identity, but sometimes they will. To the point, sometimes the dudes they got to get the cops involved to get their money back, and then the casino will try to use the cop to get your information. But sometimes if a cop is not on bullshit, he'll tell the casino they can't do that. If he got chips, he was over, and you sold him, you let him color up, so you know he's of age, right? They can't stop you from turning in your chips, but they'll try to and try to intimidate you and or try to take your chips and all that. But you can get it back though. Mm. But the whole reason why they take your chips most of the time is just because not because you counted cards per se, because they want to get your identity so they can log you in and where you can't play no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to give your ID. When you do that, then or they can, you know what I'm saying, trespass you from the casino. See, they can't trespass you from the casino if like this is how trespassing works anyway. You can only be trespassed if say that you there and they don't want you there and they gotta ask you to leave. So they say, they ask you to leave and you refuse to leave, then when the cops show up, they can trespass you. But as soon as they like ask you to leave and you're like, all right, I'm out, then they can't trespass you. Because they gotta let you first for you to be trespassed, you gotta know you're not welcome. So, and these car counters, they're not stupid, bro. They know the law but it's like a cat and mouse game. That should be crazy. Yeah, man. He says, and the casinos will have people f you up too. I'm sure that too. Yeah, because you know that was just like there was some gangster people that run them casinos. They not just you know what I mean. They gangsters in suits. You know what I'm saying? They not working around about their bread. Said have a they're gonna do you bad or a chick blackmail you. Oh yeah, that do you better have a chick blackmail me. I'm sure that too, man. That too. So, mm, but that's just if you that just really boils down to them card games. So if you go to they not gonna mess with you at all. Really, if you just go to the slot machine, because there's no way to. Now, I guess there is a way. I have seen people they built tools to try to hack into the machine. If you're doing all of that, yeah. But if you just putting your money in and betting, there's really no way for them to mess with you on that. But them card games, that's when it's like it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've been on a card game, right? This is the card games. I shouldn't even be saying this, but like, say if I go to a casino and I'm a bet, right? Hold up. All right, so if I'm gonna go to a casino and bet, what I like to do is if I find a casino where the people that the dealers or whatever that's working the tables, they're new, like at a crap table, they're new and they're not that experienced. Those are always for me the best tables to gamble at because you could tell when they new and they don't know that because they're making mistakes. And I'm watching. It's evident to me the mistakes they're making. Like I might have, for example, lost, right? And they didn't collect my money. They didn't take it. And I realized they didn't realize I lost because they're doing all this and that. And then I'll grab my money and I'll touch it and I'll just kind of sit it back down. Or I'll pick it up. But I'll kind of sit it back down and affirm like, okay, or I might add something to it or take something away and just kind of just play with it to where it look like I'm placing a new bet. Like that ain't just where now in their mind it's like money that it looks like they forgot to pick up. I've done that so many times. What up? What up? There's no towels in there. No what? There's towels in there. In the look in the yeah. And then you get ready to fold them up and go clean your room. Yes, ma'am. All right, so all right, hold on, y'all, 1 second. Yeah, yeah. And then, all right. So that's basically my relation. How I feel about the casinos, bro. If you find a crap table where they inexperienced, you can like kind of work that into your favor, bro, because they'll be making mistakes in your favor. And if they make a mistake that's not in your favor, you're gonna call it out. Then, hey, hold on, you supposed to da 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 da, and you're gonna be able to get it fixed. But they make a mistake in your favor, you're not gonna say nothing. You're gonna be like, all right, let the good times keep rolling. I could rebet that same. You can rebet that same money though. You know what I'm saying? And so, you might have put $20, $30 down. You could rebet the same 20, 30 again. So the first time you lost, but now she didn't pick it up, you played it, now you hit. You know what I'm saying? So that's happened, bro. Like you gotta think, cause every people that work at them tables, they all start them jobs at different times. They're not all, and then you can tell when you go to a table where they're really experienced and they not missing nothing. They own it. You know what I'm saying? So you could tell the difference, basically. You know what I'm saying? But me gambling, that's like a thing of the past, bro. Because now I just already know I'm gonna definitely make money if I just put my bread in the stock market. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of do it. Yeah. So that's just basically how I do it. You know what I'm saying? I hate that the music is so loud because I feel like y'all could hear that. Oh, my daughter keep coming in and out. All right, hold on. All right, cool. So that's basically okay. Dang. All right, yeah. So that's basically how I do though. The casino is like it's just one of them things, bro, that you gotta. They say gamble responsibly. I'm like, is there really a responsible way to gamble? Now, when I be in Vegas though, what I like doing though, because Vegas they got a lot of dope shows you could watch out there and food spots you could hit up, and it's just cool though. Like you can actually go out there party and have fun without even gambling. Like one time I went to the Floyd Mayweather strip club. I never went inside, but I just was like, where's it at? I wanted to find where it was at. I seen it, the outside of it. It didn't look like it was nothing crazy popping, but it wasn't like a gang of cars outside or nothing. But I didn't even end up going inside. I just wanted to see where it was at. Cause I already knew like going in there was probably gonna be like, you was gonna have to really spend some bread or something. So I just kind of I did want to go inside though just to see what it looked like, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't end up going inside because my cousin he used to live in Vegas, so when I would go out there as driving trucks, I would go through Vegas a lot and have to stay the night out there until the next day, and sometimes I might get stuck out there for a couple of days. But I would link up with him, park my truck, he'd come pick me up in his whip, and we'd be driving around and all of that. And I would say, yo, I want to go check this spot out. Now I was since he lived there, I would go check out every spot. I'll put gas in his car, whatever, and we'd be rolling around. I to the point I said, man, I want to go check out the Trump Tower. So we actually rode up to the Trump Tower. I'm thinking the whole time it's a casino, and it wasn't. So like when you go to the Trump Tower, it's just basically a hotel. There's no casino, no nothing like that in there. So I went in and I'm like, oh, it's really nothing to see. It's just really a hotel. So I was like, damn, okay, at least I found that out. The whole time I thought Trump Tower was like the regular casinos where they had the rooms and the casino and all of that. But it's not like that. So, but I pretty much down there been to almost every casino because that at one point, that's when I was gambling a lot, and I was going to Vegas a lot just for work purposes. And like I said, I would. My cousin lived out there, and he one of them cousins that's like always ready to party. You know what I'm saying? Makaveli, salute. What's good, man? What's good? Salute, brother. Um, Vegas has some cool pool parties too. Yeah, I never been to the pool party. My homeboy told me about the pool party. I never actually went, but yeah, that would be cool too. That'd be dope. Going to a pool party. I heard them pool parties be dope. I never actually personally went to one, but and they got like a old Vegas or whatever that is. That's dope too. Where they'll have like the zip lining. They'll have the shows like where people dancing, doing all kind of tricks and this and that. Just basically trying to earn money where you throw in their hat and tip them. And it's a lot of stuff going on down there. And it'd be and it's dope. It'll be people painting shit in real life with flames and all this other stuff, making dope ass pictures and murals. They got a lot of stuff going on, and so it was a dope experience, man. Going to Vegas as much as I was able to. So the pawn shop in Vegas is elite too. You can catch some good stuff. I never even thought about that. I never went to the pawn shop. I definitely always tried dope food spots out there because they got so many food spots out there. And shit, I even hung out in Caesar Palace, all of that, bro. I was checking out everything. And one time I even got in a squabble out there, though. Yeah, that was crazy. But I was able to get out of Dodge, though, because, after I did my thing, I ordered a drink real quick and blended in. Like, I wasn't even associated with it. Like, I dipped out of Dodge real quick. Because there was so many people around. And then once we kind of scurried off, and I seen the boys running, you know what I'm saying, over to wherever the disturbance was at. I ducked it to the little food spot and ordered a drink real quick, like you know what I'm saying, and act like I was just, you know what I mean, and then got my drink and got up out of there. I think I told y'all a little bit about that story one time. Vegas is ran by corporations now, not the mob like 1950s and 1990s. Yeah, that might be true. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you're saying the mob don't have no ties to Vegas at all whatsoever now? I don't know. Maybe not. Right? That's possible though. The travel POV. What up? What up? Travel POV. Yeah. So that's just some of the good old times, man. Going to Vegas, and I used to just love going to Vegas, bro. And but I would say after a while, after I went so many times, because like it would be strange too, because at that time I was a gambler. I would consider myself a gambler. Nobody else that I was hanging around with was a gambler, bro. Like I would like, cause they want to move around and drink and front, talk to the chicks and all that. They not trying to spend none of their money and gamble none of it, right? So it always feel a little rush when we got to like when I'm gambling. So what I would do is be like, yo, here goes $60 or here go 100, here go $80. Like when I'm up though, so I'll play a little bit. I'm hitting them up a little bit, and I can already tell dude ready to lease. Here go $80. Play. You know what I'm saying? Do your chips wisely. Don't bet too much too quick. Cause that's the way that I'm trying to get him involved in the game where he having fun now. He just don't want to put none of his own money down and lose none of his bread. And it's funny because times that I did that did work, but then other times when I did it, um, I literally seen a dude was like he played one hand and was like, shit. I seen that nigga walking straight to the thing to go cash them chips in and turn it back into money. Like shit, they not getting this. You know what I'm saying? And he like, man, do your thing though, man. I'm good. And he pocketed that though. He said, they not getting this. This is going in the gas tank or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, man. So those is like some of my stories in Vegas. I don't really have like no. Do I have any super crazy stories from Vegas besides getting licked and getting scammed? Mm, I got licked, scammed, one fight, No, I got in 2 fights in Vegas and another like almost fight. So that was crazy too. Like that's how I don't know how I used to be getting in so many fights, bro. I was literally in Vegas one time. It was this little casino where the food was cheap. It wasn't by like the strip or nothing. It was like one of them ghetto casinos. Like behind it, not too far, but behind it is like some apartments. It was like one of the casinos in the ghetto area. You know what I'm saying? And so I went to that casino, me and my cousin, and actually, damn, I forgot there was another altercation. It was a few altercations, but I'll just tell you about this one. Now I keep thinking about it. But I went to that casino, bro, and it was crazy because I was in a good mood, everything. I kind of knew one of the dudes that be up there a lot. He be doing like placing, he would be up there literally like, people that don't live in Vegas, placing bets for them and making commissions for them. So they might sell him some money. He'll place the bet for them. They pay him. And if they win, he'll pay them out, cash in and sell it back to him, whatever. So he would be hanging out at the casino a lot. I knew him. But one day they was having a party. There was a bunch of dudes in there. And it was all good. It was all love. What up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Now, for whatever reason, my cousin, he chilling. He be getting loaded to a little sauce. He he's sitting down, and I see like he having a conversation with a dude, and it don't look like a good conversation. I mean, like I just peeped because I wasn't right around right there, and so I'm walking up, and I just kind of peeped it that it wasn't really like a good conversation. They sitting down. And as I got close enough where I could hear, not only I didn't think it was a good conversation, it wasn't. Like they kind of getting into it. And so dude had his back turned to me because he's facing my cousin, and my cousin's facing him, and I'm coming like behind him. So when I walked up, I was like, "What up, cuzzo?" He like, "What up?" I said, "You know this dude right here?" He like, "Nah, I don't know him." I said, "What's up, homie?" And he turned around, something. I said, "You are you enjoying the conversation you having with him?" He said, "Nah, I don't even know this dude. He over here." I said, "Man, get up and bounce, homie. Bounce or get bounce." Like just like that. And he was just like, "Oh shit, who this dude?" And he bounced. He's like, "Oh shit." Now, now I didn't know a lot of those dudes that was up there was his homeboys. Like he live out there. He not just a nigga passing through like us. But my cousin lived out there too, but he not from out there. But I'm passing through. So now he go, and I didn't really peep. I'm thinking I'm getting him up out of here, man. Now he go huddle up, unpronounced to me, like, rapping, talking to dudes, whoopty whoopty whoop. So it get to a point like, I was drinking and stuff. Like I gotta go. When you be drinking, you gotta use the restroom a lot. You gotta do number one. So I'm like, I gotta use the restroom. So I leave out of that area completely. I'm walking out of that area because the restrooms is not in there. And I'm walking to where the restrooms is at. And as I'm walking in the restroom, because the restroom was one of those restrooms where there's no door. It's like, you go in, you turn left, you turn right, and you can't see in the restroom. And then you go in. It's not like a door tight restroom. And so I'm going, and I'm noticing it's a crowd of dudes behind us. Like next thing, like, where all these dudes come? And that one dude that I told bounce or get bounce, he's with him. And it's like next thing you know, I'm surrounded. They not even focused on my cousin, they focused on me. Because my cousin is like, he's taller than me, but he's thin. You know what I'm saying? He's like, like a skinnier type dude. I'm the bigger dude out of the two of us. But that didn't even have nothing to do with that. I'm just kind of describing the scene. I go in there. Next thing you know, I'm like surrounded. Like, I would no lie. It was probably about like 20 dudes. I'm kind of like surrounded. Like, whoa. And so I'm like, and there's so many dudes that my cousin's kind of like not in the he's at the beginning of the restaurant. He haven't walked in yet. It's dudes between us. We not even standing next to each other no more. I'm kind of in the restroom, but not all the way. Like if you in the casino, you could still see the whole commotion was going. I didn't walk all the way in yet because I had stopped. I'm like, hold on. I was actually gonna let these dudes walk by because I kind of just felt something was up, but they stopped and I was surrounded. Now, one of the dudes that was like a bigger dude, like when I say a bigger dude, he was like my size. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the dudes, it was a bunch of dudes, but they wasn't a bunch of big dudes. It was, a bunch of little niggas, but they, grown men. And but one of the dudes was a dude that was my size, basically like 200 plus, two something. Now, so I'm like, me and him, I forgot how the words got exchanged, but we are now having not a good conversation, right? And I'm standing on 10, you know what I'm saying? And I'm completely surrounded though. And I mean like people behind me, on both sides of me, in front of me. So he like, well, come on, you bad? Come up in here. Like he want me to walk further in the restroom, like deep to where like nobody would be aware of what's going on in the restroom. So I'm like, bro, get in where you get mad at. Nigga, don't direct my movement. What's up with you? I'm definitely not walking further in the restroom surrounded by all your homies. That's stupid. In a small space, coordinate space like that would be a dumb decision, bro. So, we dogging each other, you know what I'm saying? And I'm letting him know, get in where you get mad at, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. I'm standing on, and I got my chest poked out. Because in this particular situation I found myself in, if you show any sign of weakness, bro, you got. So I got my chest big poked out. Dogging him, not deferring I'm looking dead in his eyes, not deferring my eye movement at all. Letting him know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you soft. You know what I'm saying? You with your homeboys right now, you soft though. And boom, out to nowhere, one of the little dudes on the side just tee off, hit me. He just took off on me from the side. I didn't even see it coming, bro. He took off on me. It was only one hit though. And when he hit me, like, for it to be like me not even, I was already revved up though, adrenaline pumping. And I would not take my eye off the big dude because he's like posing the most amount of he's posing the most amount of threat because he's my side. The rest of these dudes kind of they like won something. So when dude hit me though, when he took off, I just went like this. Well, you can't see because I'm not Canada. I just dusted my shirt off. That was nothing. What's up with you, homie? And I was still on him like, bro, you don't want none of this, bro. I'm puffed up. Like, to the point whoever hit me, they kind of faded to the back. Like, oh, he didn't even see. He said that was nothing. And he's still on old boy. Like, it didn't. Because if I would have stumbled at all, it would have triggered to a point where they would have jumped me. Like, oh, we got him. But they was like, damn, that didn't even phase him. Like, man, okay, I hit him with all I had. He didn't even see it. And he was just, that was nuts. What's up with you, homie? You think I'm playing? I'm bro. And then I heard the security come at some point. And he was like, yo, y'all, but he was like, he wasn't good security, bro, because it wasn't like a big casino, bro, where like they had a bunch of security come. Like one security guard, bro. And it's a bunch of dudes. So he was like on some shit like, but it was cool because it was just enough for me to like, where he kind of dispersed us a little bit, but not dispersed us. Because I was completely surrounded where they kind of moved out his way so he could come in the restroom to be like, yo, what y'all got going on here? Y'all got to go with all that. Woo, woo, woo. So I was able to back out of the restroom because I was kind of trapped. I was completely surrounded. So when I got out of the restrooms and my dumb ass, I was wearing slides, bro. I'll be wearing slides a lot. And so I had kicked my slides off because I want to be, you know what I mean? I want to be able to like do what I got to do. So he was like, yo, man, he was trying to tell me to go, man, go ahead and leave, man. There's too many of them. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. So I get my motherfucking slides. Woo, woo, woo. By this time, I didn't grab the bottle because now I'm kind of by the bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm about, nigga, I'm what? You know what I'm saying? I'm revved up, bro. And so he went and got my slides because he was like, bro, forget them. I'm saying, I'm not leaving nowhere without my shit. So I went and he gave me my slides back, and I'm over there, and my cousin, I look around, he gone. I don't even see him. You know what I'm saying? So at one point we still arguing and shit. And so it spilled outside of the casino, bro. And so he like, oh, you a tough one, huh? Well, go come around here, all that. And I'm like he want me to leave off the casino premises, bro. I said, bro, like I told you, man, get on where you get mad at. Don't direct my movement. Nigga, what's up? Say, you soft, homie. You don't we can get it right now. And anyway, my cousin, out of all of that, he rolled up in the car because he had just left to go to his car. So when we get outside, he just pulled up. And he was like, cousin, get in. Like, get in the whip, man. Stop arguing with these dudes. Woo, woo. And that was a time, at that particular time, yeah, I was able to leave because I didn't have nothing on me. I was at work, bro. And I was completely like, it was like 20 dudes. And it was just like, all right, man, let me get up out of here. Cause I'm definitely not gonna spend nowhere around the corner with you at nighttime in the darkness. And this is y'all neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And and like I didn't have nothing on me. So it was like, and you never know what a nigga might retrieve and grab, and when you go around, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, we not already on a even playing field. So you live to fight another day. But that was a crazy time that I had got into it in Vegas, bro. That actually happened, bro. And it was crazy. That was a crazy time, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. And then I bumped some chicks. It was crazy when we went up there. I had bumped some chicks at another spot, at another casino, or was it whatever? It was another spot in Vegas. I had met them, and I had like another time, right? When I went out there, I called them like, "Yo, we over here," because I used to go to Vegas a lot, and they met us over there. So they was there. Like I cracked these chicks. They came to like link and hang out with us over there, and so and then my cousin and the chicks, they was all into it. They was like, "Yo, he left you, man," and he was like, "No, I went to go get the Roscoe," and it was just a long, all this drawn out shit, bro. And so when I didn't know that he had even left. I just seen him roll up in the car. So what happened when I went to Vegas another time, I was like, I called those same chicks up, and I'm like, oh, what's up? We over here. They came and met up with us. And when I got there, I had walked in first. It was all love. They gave me a hug. What up, K9? Woo woo. And but when my cousin came in, they was acting funny towards him. Like they wouldn't give him a hug. It was nothing. It was just like all like stale energy. And you're like, damn, what's wrong? You know what I mean? Why they acting funny? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what's up? I asked them, and they told me, they was like, man, fuck him. He left you, bro. You was holding shit down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This and that. And I'm like, where? They're like, yeah, all this. So it was like, and then I told him, I said, bro, because then once they brought it to my attention, because they was there when it happened, I'm like, bro, they said you left me, bro. You left out the casino. Wasn't even aware he left. I'm watching everybody that's a threat, not him. And I was like, bro, you don't never leave, bro. Like, I said, you mean to tell me you went outside of the casino? The parking lot is far. You know how casino and parking lots is at? That's like a distance, bro. You completely out on a whole nother scene, bro. Man, you don't go get no Roscoe, man. You go jump behind the counter and grab a something, a bottle, whatever you got to do, man. You don't go leave the casino, bro. And I'm getting into it 20, and it started because of you. So we went through all of that, but that was a story, bro, of all that. But it kind of worked out the fact that he did leave because he was able to roll up in the whip, and that kind of how that confusion. That's how that confrontation kind of got diffused because a bunch of dudes they was all little dudes, and they didn't really know what they was doing. They didn't really know how to pack a brother out because, like, bro, when dude teed off on me, they was all supposed to start swinging right then, but they didn't do it. They was still like not sure if they could take me on, And no, I kept the bigger dude in check. You know what I'm saying? I had him where he was like they was all really afraid to jump to really make a move. They was trying to figure out how they could get me. And so since they was kind of like really probably didn't know what they was doing, I was able to kind of get out of that situation, bro. Because there's no way you surrounded by 20 dudes that you know if they want you, they should you got. You know what I'm saying? But because it wasn't like we was in a nice casino, bro. Like where there's gonna be a bunch of security coming and like it wasn't like we was at the Caesar Palace or any of them type of casinos, bro. Because you not a lot of that stuff not gonna be happening too long because it's gonna be guards running from everywhere. It's gonna be a lot of staff in there. We was in like a little run down spot in the ghetto in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, mm. But that was one time when I went to the casino, and but yeah, man, that's one of them stories, bro. So I always keep it a buck with y'all. I took that as a win, though. You know, I got hit one time. I took it as a win because I could have really got, jumped, bro. Like, but I'm telling you, once it would have sparked all the way off, because I've been jumped before. Like, I just be like, all right, man, I'm taking one of y'all gonna pack me out for sure. But I'm taking one of y'all with me. One of y'all, I'm gonna focus, I'm gonna target out and I'm gonna get you all the way together, right? I'm gonna get you. I'm not gonna let. I'm gonna be like a pit locked onto you. They're gonna be kicking me on that, but I'm gonna be locked onto you. So I'm gonna leave hurt, right? But so are you. And so, but luckily, fortunately, it didn't go that far. But I just one of them stories, bro. So you know what I mean? Like I always say, man, you gotta watch the company you keep, bro. And like sometimes too, because I always been one of those dudes. Like whoever I'm with, I'm riding 10 toes down. If we came together, we leaving together. That's the type of time I'm on, right? You know what I'm saying? If I'm there and shit popping off, you know what I'm saying? We came together, we leaving together. If it get hot, it's hot for both of us. But I've been through over the years, like I've been learning, like you can't involve yourself in everybody's situation because they may not have that same energy when the shoe was in the reverse. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to learn, like you got to watch the company you keep because it could be some stuff going down that you wasn't even involved in. But once you get involved, you involved. So it's like they just want to grow on, man. Cause I never want to be a dude to steer people in the wrong direction. I keep it real, man. Go ahead and get you some stocks, invest your money, live that good life. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to stand on all 10, cool, do that and move on. And but yeah. But I still like Vegas though, man. I be going to Vegas, and now I got people in Vegas. It's crazy. At that particular time, I didn't even have. He was like the only relative I had that lived out there. Now I got a bunch of relatives that live in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I was just basically out there dolo. And then I kicked it with the chicks. Okay, so let me finish that story. So after that, my cousin, he was like, remember they started acting funny towards him. He was ready to bounce. But so when I got out his car, I didn't realize my wallet fell in his car with all my debit, credit cards, and my money. I had like a few dollars in my pocket, not that much. Um, so he don't even tell me again. He just leave. Like forget these chicks. You know what I'm saying? He just leave, man. What up, Pop? Salute. He just leave, bro. And when he leave, I don't got no bread because now I'm about to buy a drink or whatever I'm about to do. That's when I realized. So I call him and I call him and he not answering the phone, bro. He got a cold little attitude, but my wallet is in his car, bro. So anyway, it was crazy because the chicks they held me down. Like they're like, yo, let's go to this and that. I was like, yo, I don't got my wallet. I'm calling him. He not answering. They was like, don't worry about it. We got you. And they after all we did, everything we did, they paid for me an Uber to get back to my truck. And Man, I was shitting bricks. I had to leave. I didn't have my driver's license with me. Father got pulled over, bro. So finally, I ended up talking to him like, bro, you got my driver, all my shit, bro. I'm trying to. So he actually mailed my wallet back to me because he lived in Vegas. I lived in Cali. He mailed my wallet back to me, and I was able to get my wallet. But yeah, it was bad. And and then when I got back to Cali and got all my shit tight, I told the chicks like, yo, I got you when I get back though. So after I got back and shit and was able to get back my stuff, I sold them some money to I appreciate it for good looking out. And so it was crazy. Pops, what's the deal, Pop man? What's the deal with you, man? Salute, brother. Yeah, man. We over here, I'm just over here cooking. How's your holiday going, man? Rocking out with nine. It's crazy too, cause I'm thinking about. I think I want to do like a quick trip to the zoo, bro. I don't even know, but I do want to go to Colombia. I'm gonna see real quick, man. That's actually been on my mind, and to see if I'm gonna get my little. Let me check my account real quick. Oh no. Actually, I want to see what day was I normally get my YouTube check on. Let me see if I can see, man. That's how I'm gonna look. Cause I might be down on that. Let me see. Cause when we get paid, it's say by Google. I want to see the exact day that I got paid. I know it's up and coming, but I'm really hoping I get that dough, man. Hold on. I'm scrolling through my bank history now. Okay, Google right here. All right, boom. Let me see. What's today? Damn, I'm probably not gonna get it. Well, if I don't get it by tomorrow, I'm done, bro. Because the last time let me see if it was like that every time. Let me see. Let me go back again. All right, let me see. Mm. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it, man. Because every day that I'm looking at, that I normally would get my check. Let me look at one more day. If it ever deferred. Well, maybe I might have luck because I see Google. So it says I was basically normally getting my check. Look like on the 21st, but it looked like one time I got it on the 22nd. So seeing today is a Sunday, maybe I might get my check. If I don't get it by Monday, I'm done, bro. They're not giving me my shit. I gotta figure it out. So I just scrolled to see what's up with all that. So yeah, so normally it looked like we get our checks on the 21st. Well, that's when I got my last couple of checks, but in September I did get a check on the 22nd. I think it looked like. Let me see. Let me get this calendar, bro. Um, I'll let y'all know too what happened with that. Let me go to here real quick. September. Yeah, that was Monday. Yeah, so I might because that was a Monday. So maybe I wouldn't get it because it's Sunday. But I know if I don't get it Monday, I'm done, bro. I'm cooked. So I got my fingers still crossed because I seen on September that was a Monday that I got my check. So maybe if I don't get it Monday, I'm cooked. Definitely let y'all know. All right, but yeah, man. Other than that, man, I'm still doing my thing. Still doing my thing. Shout out to Nomad man out there in Colombia living his best life. I'm definitely gonna try those earpods and let y'all know how it work out. That would be a cool thing. Now I don't know. I might just try a different pair because I don't know if I want to buy an iPhone 17 just to be able to use some Google iPods and and translate them. And I don't know, I might have to find like a different type of pair, but I don't want to have to buy a phone just to use some. Like my phone is pretty new. Like I don't understand why they wouldn't work. I'm gonna do a research on there. It's like, could I use it on the iPhone 15, or is that just too old? I wouldn't want to have to buy a brand new phone just to be able to use a certain kind of earpods. So I know they got other earpods, but I'm definitely gonna look into those. That'd be a good idea though, especially to go like on a Colombia trip, just so like you're a well. He said he using. I think he said there was a Google iPods or something like that, or and so basically he uses them and it translates whatever people saying in Spanish to English or however you set it up. So he'll have it in his ear and he can hear what every people are basically saying around him. He said if the music is playing in Spanish, it'll translate it in English. But if someone starts talking, like say his girl starts talking to him, the girl he kicking it with, it will know to differentiate it and it'll stop translating the music and start translating what she's saying. So he said they work pretty good. So he's able to like communicate with her a lot better because he's just wearing it in the ear. It is a little delay because it got to catch what she's saying. And then he's, you know what I'm saying? So he's basically able to understand a lot better. Like, because in Colombia, they speak a lot less English. In DR, you really kind of don't need that for, you know what I mean? Because they speak a lot more English. But if you go to Colombia, bro, I'm just hearing like they just really don't speak English out there, bro. They just really don't speak English out there. So it was like, yeah, it's crazy. What do you think about that, Pop? Have you ever tried Google or any type of like headsets that translate the languages, or have you ever thought about doing something like that? I think that's a pretty good idea, though. Being honest, being honest, I'm definitely gonna look into that. Hello, is the who is that? I wonder. Let me see. People be texting me. Mm, Let me see. What up, Pop? Salute.
Yo, what's the word?
Oh shit, coach chilling, man. Trying to figure out, you know, if I do a
Yeah,
Colombia trip, how to be in the best position, and I'm thinking about getting some of them ear pods that translate, the language for you.
yeah. When you thinking about going,
Well, my dates was that I was trying to set up was like April, March, June. Around that time.
you going anywhere else? You only just going to Colombia this year? I mean next year.
Well, my plan was obviously for me, it really basically just busts out two trips. You know what I'm saying? Unless as my platform was growing, I probably could have got maybe three off. But then we know what happened with my platform, bro. So it's kind of like I might have lost close to $900 on top of I already had money that was added up for this month, which was like another $300 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For the next month already, because how they cut off the time period. I already had three to the good on that, so that's definitely a little blow, but we'll see. I can't say right now. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely gonna do a trip, but I can't really say how many trips I'm gonna do. We're gonna see how shit turns out. If
Yeah,
it turns
sir.
out for the good or for what I mean. Either
Yeah,
way it go, whatever I go through, pop, I'm always have my head up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, thanks. No, I'll probably go somewhere in January.
Are you thinking about going in January?
Yeah, going somewhere in January. Yeah.
A Keys collab or some solo type mission?
Um, I don't know. It just depends, cause I see this. My bad. I just got off work. Well, I just got off work and I went to the gym. I ain't eat shit, so I'm hungry. But
Oh, do your
um,
thing. I'll be eating on the live all the time, brother.
I was yeah, man. We doing a collab for sure. I don't know how soon it be and shit like that. We just working out all the details. But my birthday at the end of January, so I'm thinking about just popping out to Ecuador and Colombia.
Right.
So hit a new country and then yeah, hit a new country and then go back to Colombia. I ain't been to Colombia in 2 years, so I'm gonna go crazy with the content this time.
Oh, you doing a Columbia trip too? Okay.
Well, double trip. I have to hit multiple countries and while I'm out and shit. And this gonna be like a almost. This gonna be like a 10. I maybe say like 10 to like 11 day trip.
Oh, so a decent sized trip. You always do kind of like decent sized trips. It feels like you be doing like extended type trips.
And basically, I've been selling this ebook and shit like that. So I basically got the money for my flight. I just have to get the money for them two countries and get back to the states is gonna cost me like 500. And I just got to get the
Mm,
yeah, I just got to get the Airbnb and pocket money.
got you. Okay.
hmm
That's it. That's how I be doing. Just hustling. I try to hustle up my plane ticket. Then I work on my room money. Then I work on my pocket money. And sometimes, like I might already have gotten my room money, hotel money, and pocket money. That's how I did for when I went 2 trips last year, and I was still working and hustling. You know what I'm saying? And still
Yeah.
stacking. So then I already, and before I had went on that trip, so I already had extra money past what I needed for the trip, and I didn't spend all the money.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you always told me. You always tell me be coming back with money.
yeah, I came back with money, and so then I put all that what I already have been working on my channel and whatever and all the other stuff, and I made a second trip happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah, that was
I've been
smart.
stacking all my bread and put all of it basically towards trip.
Back
Like
into
all
the
my
field.
YouTube
Yeah.
money, it's either if I times that I haven't spent it on a trip was like when I bought like my studio speakers and my mixer for my channel. But whatever, when I get my YouTube money, it always is like whatever I spend it on is YouTube related. You know what I'm saying? It's either buying new equipment or money on a trip. The only equipment I really bought so far from my YouTube shit was the mixer, which that wasn't that cheap. My studio monitor speakers and stands, that wasn't that cheap. The wires and cords, obviously, and then the rest of the money I've been putting towards the trips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how you supposed to do it.
Because I'm not a dude that's like overly geeked out on like when I say this, not in a bad way, but like buying a bunch of equipment because I'm not super tech savvy. So it's like if I buy a new camera, it's like, oh, this is cool. I got this, but now I got to learn how to use it though. You know what I'm saying? Every
Yeah,
time
I
you buy
mean,
some new equipment, you got to learn how to use it.
yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say, well, at least I'd say like staying with the same brand that you like accustomed to or using. Like now that I'm in a DJI algorithm and shit like that, now I'm mainly focused on like DJI products and stuff. That's what I'm be going for now. And I don't know. I feel like it's good to just stay up to date with the newest equipment out because I mean, people love quality and stuff like that. So I say if you do it, sell. I like what I'm about to do. I'm about to sell my other camera, my previous camera, and then I'm gonna go put that money to buy a new DJI 6.
Man, I got stuff on my GoPro camera or whatever that camera's called. I don't even know how to get it off. I thought it was a SIM card. It turns out it wasn't a SIM card. It was just that's what I'm saying. I don't really like, but what I am gonna buy though, the next equipment I'm gonna buy, which is cheap,
Mm-hmm.
is an external hard drive because I'm starting to accumulate too much stuff on my phone and on my laptop. And I need to transfer some of this stuff and free up space. You know what I'm
Hell yeah, you gotta free up that space.
saying? Yeah. So, but I had like I forgot my laptop's a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. So I had a lot of space, but still stuff has been accumulating. And I've been going through deleting shit too, though, like worthless shit that I'm
Yeah, that's.
accumulating. But
Mhm.
it's not a fast way to delete it because it's like I gotta delete it one by one.
Do you got like are you able to sweep the whole laptop, or you got like videos and shit on there?
Now you mean delete everything?
Yeah.
Now I'm not deleting everything. Now I got stuff
Uh,
on there, content I ain't used that I still need to use that I ain't posted. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, that's what I was asking.
Nah, I'm not deleting everything. What I'm gonna do is just go delete stuff. Well, cause when I take pictures with my phone or videos with my phone, it automatically goes to my laptop too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they both like Apple products. So it's like synced to my laptop. So whatever pictures I take in my phone, it'll automatically be in the gallery in my laptop or video. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh. I'm surprised Keith ain't tell you how to extract it.
Man, he didn't know how to do it because I talked to Keith. He was talking about I needed this tool, a thing that I didn't even need. He thought I had a SIM card. He didn't even really know, or at least he didn't. Yeah,
Uh,
man.
I know Keith don't use GoPro, so.
Now it's not a GoPro. It's called. I got an Insta 360.
Um. Okay. Yeah. My homie Frenzy, he be using that shit.
And that shit seemed like it take better quality video footage than my phone, but I don't really know how to extract the shit off of there. But what I'm gonna do is because my laptop is really like stored to the capacity, I'm gonna
Right.
order one of those things from Amazon or whatever, and then and transfer the shit off of there, and then work on trying to get that on there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I feel you.
and then I had to delete a gang of footage pop. So it's just we rebuilding, we restructuring shit, we figuring it out.
Hell
But
yeah.
I'm not really tripping because I'm like, it's one of them things like you can't cry about spilled milk. Like, what are you gonna do? Take the shit off, get your shit back monetized, learn a lesson, and try not to fall in that situation again.
Yeah, that's why I ain't post. But I'm gonna start flooding. My straight fall off in a couple days and shit. Then I'm gonna start going that crazy.
Yeah, because they be saying, "Oh man, YouTube they go after some dudes and not other." Please, at some point, if you're using a lot of copyrighted material, at some point they gonna get you, bro. It's just inevitable, bro. Like, okay, they can't get everybody all at the same time, but they gonna just eventually they gonna make their way to you. So I don't know. I'm not telling niggas what to do. They do how they want. I just know for me, I'm cleaning up the channel a little bit. Even like when I have dudes coming on and they want to bicker with each other, like, bro, we cannot be using vulgar language, bro. Use your vocabulary. You can talk. You can say what you need to say in a roundabout way.
So you ain't using no vulgar language no more now.
Not real vulgar. Now I never did because when I talk about box, I say box. Like I don't use
Oh,
the
you talk
actual
about like
word.
shit like that. Oh, okay,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
like come on,
yeah.
bro. Like clean it up, bro. You
I
know what I'm
feel you.
saying?
Yeah, no, I
They
feel you.
never got me for shit like that. They got me for using copyrighted material to music. So
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
In
if
general.
if you just do one thing and then they come back, now they get you for something else. I'm like, if
Oh,
you gonna
yeah,
clean up, clean all the way up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Facts, facts.
don't just stuff no shit under the dresser or in the closet and say, oh, it's clean. Like, clean it for real. So that's just where I'm at with it. But like,
No, I feel you. Shit. Like I
I'm
said,
not
I
gonna
mean,
say I'll never find myself in an argument or like a cracking jokes and stuff, but like if we get to the point where we gotta threaten each other, bro, I'm not entertaining all that, bro, because
you
it's
gonna catch
kind
him
of
on the
like
next one.
It's like you already know when I'm gonna try where I'm gonna be, and if it's like that, it's like that. It say less. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta
Yeah,
be arguing with you online for what and messing up my platform.
yeah, nah, can't mess up the money maker, man.
Right. I don't want niggas to think like this is a thing of like now I'm getting soft. No, I'm getting smart, bro. I work too hard on my platform just to let it get destroyed over
I mean, I
food.
think people understand it's not you getting soft and shit like that. That would be fucking crazy if they didn't. If they did.
Yeah, so I'm just getting smart, man. Just trying to focus on the business side of things, and right now I could foresee that will be the next thing, bro. Like they got me for the music, then I fix all of that. What's the next thing? Okay, you got a lot of overly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's never gonna be niggas cracking jokes or you got to get a nigga together, but it's just ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? And if we got
yeah,
to get to the point where you don't know how to play the game, as far as the YouTube shit, I'm just gonna get you through there, bro. I don't got time to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
don't really care if you troll me, bro. But even when you trolling, bro, you gotta troll in a way that's like right now. I already blocked somebody. Dude came over here. He was in the chat though, talking reckless though, like. But he was really trying to bait me, trying to get me worked up after I said I'm not doing that no more. So get up out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. I'm not about to go. You're not
He tried to bait you, folks.
try to bait me back in because you see my channel was in jeopardy. See if I can't trick him all the way out of his position. It's not gonna happen, bro. That's why when the homie Nomad, salute to Nomad, he came up, he was kind of going back and forth with what's her name? Dale. I just really didn't get overly invested until I was like, I let them kind of do their thing, and I just was like, all right, whatever, Dale, do your thing, bro. Whatever it is.
Okay. Dale ended up coming up during when you said you had the strike.
He came on the panel yesterday. He was
Oh,
just,
okay.
he was basically on some stuff like if it's like basically like on
If,
some like what was he on? He was just basically like let's just dead that online. You know what I'm saying? If it's deaded online, let's just dead it. Why are you still bringing it up? Well, he didn't ask me why I was bringing it up. He was asking Nomad why Nomad asked me after K9 said he already moving in a different direction. He was basically accusing Nomad of being messy,
oh,
basically.
no, no.
So that was neither here nor there. I was just on some shit. Like either way it go, you know what I'm saying? I kind of already moved in a different direction. I'm not doing all that online no more. I
Yeah, I feel
really
you, man.
care, bro. If somebody disrespect me and they feel comfortable to play in my face when they see me, that's gonna be their problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as online, bro, I'm not doing that on my platform no more. I don't really care. Cause
Yeah, I
like
don't think,
I'm losing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I don't think most dudes gonna even do that shit in person though. So I mean, you've been in this space long enough. You know how that shit goes. So that's why you see me. I barely be in the space game. I slide on your panel, Keith. I say what up to T Will and shit. I see T Will ain't been live in a minute either.
Yeah, he been laying low on the YouTube scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But you know how this YouTube shit is. Like at some point, it could be kind of like you could get annoyed and just be like, I need a break. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Break, bro. I
yeah,
never
yeah.
got to that point where I need a break because they took my shit and I'm still working. Ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know I'm gonna get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? But this time I'm gonna keep my shit. I'm gonna protect my shit even more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not, cause some dudes this might happen to them and they just say forget it. I'm just gonna chill until hell no, chill don't pay the bills. I'm gonna still come up do my thing and then when it's time to get tagged back in, I'm gonna be back in like nothing ever happened. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey, we gotta start posting your content on Facebook, bro.
That's
I,
true.
I just gained in 3 days. I just gained 10K followers on Facebook,
Got you.
and that just came from like posting reels and shit. Well, it was on my Instagram, and then
But the thing is, I don't want to post my shit on maybe unless I create it. I don't really post it on. I'll post it on Instagram because I don't really want like because I feel like if you post your shit on Facebook or like a family type Instagram, like just say your friends, your people, and all of that, it can kind of mess up your platform in the sense of like because now you're it's recommending your stuff to the wrong people, that people that's not gonna really watch and support because most of your family not supporting what you got going on, bro.
nah,
And
look, listen though. I'm not, I'm not talking about like no personal Facebook. I'm talking about like a fan page or something like that. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's what
So
I'm saying. I
basically,
would do that like on a fan page because everybody that I want to watch my shit, I want them to be how do you say the word? Basically, be like genuinely interested in consuming the content. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Versus, I know the dude, whatever, and then you don't really support, and it's like now the algorithm gets confused on who to suggest my videos to. You know what
But
I'm
trust me, the algorithm don't mess up though. They gonna find the people who into your videos and shit like that.
saying? Okay. And I hate
Man,
it too because a lot of shit I deleted, bro. Some of that stuff I can't get back because I even went through like some of my editing part shit
uh huh.
to where like it's even full to the point where it stopped. Like it started erasing some older videos that it had so I could bring back up because the memory problem. So it's like, but I still got all the footage to where I could remake a whole new video and different because I wanted to like maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do, Pop. I still got the original footage, but not the edited versions on some of the stuff I deleted. And some of the lives I just lost completely because I don't have none of that stored. I deleted it, but I should have probably took more time to just cut out some of the music shit. I was just so irritated, bro. I just deleted a lot of shit. And then some shit I did start taking the time out to edit out some of the problems. You know what I mean? But it's all good because I'm just rebuilding anyway, rebranding. But all my shit is just basically about keeping it real as possible anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's not gonna change. Yeah, man. Let me see. So you say you already hit the gym today, or you just got off work? Is Pop Mike messing up? Mm-hmm. Yo, Pop, can you hear me? Did he mute his mic? Let me see.
Oh shit, yo,
Yo.
yeah. And I was saying next time, I said next time you go through some shit like that, you all you gotta do is edit it through YouTube Studio, and so you can get the music because I used to have red dollar signs back then. Now I don't got it. Now I don't got that shit no more. But said that yeah, I went to the gym right after I left work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little bit of workout already. Oh, girl, she want to go to the gym today. Maybe we'll go. And
Gym live.
huh?
Gym live.
No, not on the live. Just go to the gym. I mean, I
Oh,
could
okay.
go live, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But but I worked out a little bit with my weight bench. You know what I'm saying? But the gym is like where I get a chance to do my cardio and other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Um, no facts.
I really don't do the cardio at the crib.
That's the one thing I want to get. Uh, when I get to where I want to be to, I'm definitely down. We got a at home gym
Yeah, cause it'd be tough too. Like when you start missing too many days.
to get back in that mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
I
get to
know.
that mode where you like on beast mode. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's an
Mhm.
uphill battle at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but it's like life. You gotta find some consistency and know how to a lot of people don't know how to, like, once they find themselves slipping away, gotta know how to lock back in and shit like that. So that's another thing too. Knowing like your pain points to get you back into that mode, into beast mode.
Right. Now, but I stay pretty consistent, bro. I wouldn't say I'm on beast mode right now. But I
Okay.
still always touch something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's beast mode to you? Like 7 days a week, 5 days a week.
I don't really believe working out 7 days a week. I feel like that's counterproductive. Cause you gotta give your shit a chance to grow. I mean to heal up. You know what I mean? So you can, stack on top of that. But beast mode to me is like when I'm working out, regularly, but out to the point where I left it all in the gym, like where I'm like, I didn't let you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sometimes I work out and I'm leave out of there and I know I didn't leave it all in there. Like I didn't go
Mhm.
that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about every time I go to the gym and I leave it all in there where I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like I done really worked out to the point I'm exhausted. I can't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't lift anymore. Like my shit is done. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I consider beast mode. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not even like how long you in the gym. It's like what you doing while you in there. Are you really going after it? You know what I'm saying?
Putting that work in.
Right.
Yeah, definitely putting that work in. What time y'all supposed to be going to the gym? Oh, yeah, I guess we'll have to take a call. But yeah, so I ain't monetized yet on on Facebook yet. I ain't monetized yet, but I did gain. Like I said, I was at 8 followers, and that shit was just like a glitch or something. For my shit got to just taking off. For like, I woke up, I just seen my shit. First it was at first it went to 100, and I'm like, oh, okay, one of the videos must have catch some shit. Then it went to 300, then 700. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit taking off, folks. Next thing I know, I woke up the next morning, my shit was at 2,000. Next day, it was at 5. And now my shit should be at 10 right now. I'm sure.
Nah, facts, pop. You know what I'm saying? Man, we just gotta, I'm just gonna, like I said, man, keep practicing that hard work and dedication, though. In the gym, out the gym, on YouTube, in life. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it going. You know what I mean?
When my AI business take off, I'm gonna be able to travel whenever I want to. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back.
My bad, y'all. I had to take a quick phone call. But yeah, man. That's what I said, man. We right now, I'm just damn. Well, YouTube sent me another notification. What's that? Let's see what they talking about. Oh, that's just like a suggested video. Hey, you be getting when I be getting them notifications now, I be like, oh shit, here we go. Nah, but it's all good. But yeah, man, I'm about to just keep working on my craft on like art. I mean, not art, but like editing and just shit like that too, man. Going to lab. I need to go to the gym. Maybe I could shoot some gym content with my friend. We'll see what happens. We kicked it last night. She was sipping her little wine and all that stuff. We had a good time, man. It was dope. So shout out to her. And yeah, you know, now uh, I really need to get the day going. Games is on, all that shit. I really just want to tap in and tell everybody happy holiday, man. And y'all keep be safe. Enjoy your holidays. And you know what I'm saying? Hold on. And I know I'll be getting distracted sometimes, but yeah, man, this for me. This wasn't gonna be no long lie. I'm just tapping in with y'all, man. Saying what's good with y'all. Tell y'all happy holidays and let y'all know just for a fact that Camp 9, we're gonna keep working, keep staying after it, man. That's what we're doing. But Pop, man, thanks for coming up, man. I'm about to drop off. I gotta take care of some shit. And I keep getting phone calls. But much love and respect, man. And Pop, we got to chop it up on the back scene about the business and all that other shit. Cause you be dropping some gems and you be really thinking outside the box as well. All right, man. Till the next time, much love and respect. Your boy K9, No Fair Entertainment. Yay, yay.